Shane.
Yes.
Summary?
Well, let's see. India were actually trundling along nicely thanks to Akshar. But then once Akshar collapsed, low order went through. India ended up in the first innings trailing by 1 run. In response, well, Australia started off showing plenty of positive intent. Bit of a needless shot, you can say, from Usman Khawaja. Ended up getting out, but Travis Head and Marnus Labuschagne ensured that now Australia 61 for 1 at the end of the second.
How many overs? 12.
12 overs.
12 overs.
Scoring at 5 runs per over.
5 runs a clip, and Head so far has scored more runs now in this one innings than Warner has in the entire series. 3 innings.
He scored only 26 runs in 3 innings. Head has done it in 1 innings.
He scored 39, in fact, and still batting.
Though, to be fair, Warner's runs would be compared with that of Renshaw because he's the one who's replaced him.
True.
But yeah, I understand that in the larger scheme of things, where you'd be looking at a future opener going forward, I think then yes, the Travis Head and David Warner comparison comes in, where now, dare I say, he may have played his last test inning. For the time being, I say, I never know, never say never, who comes back, when they come back, nobody knows.
Yep.
But for the time being, looks like the next few series, it's going to be Travis Head.
Yeah, because a hairline fracture on the elbow could take time to heal.
It's a tricky injury to get, certainly.
Jofra Archer will tell you that.
Yes.
So many elbow injuries. He's had 3 operations on his elbow.
Yeah.
But in his case, in Jofra Archer's case, it's always the
funny bone.
Yeah.
Oh man.
He puts in that
Last bit of effort.
Yeah. Last bit of effort.
Yeah.
Look at Akshar Patel, all smiles. Yeah.
Yes.
He's all smiles. I feel bad for him. Not 2 matches he's missed out on a maiden test 100. 84 last time.
84 in Nagpur and
this
74.
And this time it was a stunning catch.
Absolutely.
By Pat Cummins. And who would have thought that Akshar Patel would be your second highest scorer in Nagpur and top scorer in this innings?
Top scorer.
Would you have taken that?
Your top run scorer so far in the series, if I'm not wrong, Akshar?
He has 158. Akshar Patel so far.
Rohit
has 120 plus 32. 152.
No, there we go.
So yes, he is your...
He's actually your highest run scorer.
Akshar Patel. Who would have thought?
And maybe he is the reason why this test match will go on till day 4.
Day 4.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, day 4 is definitely going. But I
No,
don't
I'm
think it's
saying
going day 5.
I'm saying he is perhaps the reason.
And Ashwin to an extent.
Yeah.
Because see, you needed somebody
agree.
on the other end. Even though he didn't get those many runs, 30 odd is that what?
37.
37.
But I think he spent enough number of deliveries to get that
14 run partnership.
Yeah, so that partnership was 114. 114. So if this partnership wouldn't have happened, so Australia by the end of the day would have been somewhere around 130, 40.
Yes, easily.
No.
Easily.
So I'm assuming, let's say 114 run partnership was a 14 run partnership. Hypothetically. 100 runs, so your 100 run shot, Australia right now 61, and guess the amount of time they would have played. So they would have been 161.
Yeah.
And the lead.
And the lead of 100 runs.
250 plus.
250 they would have been right now.
Yeah.
250, 4th innings.
And tomorrow morning session, maybe they would have been bowled out and India would have been batting.
Yeah.
The second session and
Sunday the game would have been
Sunday game done and dusted.
Yep.
Much like it happened in Nagpur.
Yes.
Though there's a difference, by the way, I keep harping on that fact. There's a difference in this pitch than Nagpur because the bounce is sturdier and a quicker sort of bounce here. Which I think now, because if you saw the Indian batsman, that was both Ashwin and Akshar, and now the Australian batsman, balls coming onto the bat, if you have an aggressive intent, look at Travis Head, he's played his shots. Akshar Patel played his shots, got dividends for that. So if you're ready to play aggressively, you can still get runs.
And one of the reasons for that is, of course, the ball is hard and new, and also, after that wear and tear that the wicket would have taken in the last 2 sessions, now they would have taken a roll also. Maybe a lighter roll.
They will. Roll.
Would have been a lighter. So pitch as of now would have, at least for the time being, would have been a little flatter. So
and they'll get the roll again
in the morning. So tomorrow also in the first session, at least for half an hour to 40 odd minutes, I think the wicket should be good enough for the batters But then thereafter, once again,
I mean, if you looked at it towards the fag end, most of the dismissals did not come by good deliveries or some it was, I think, poor shot selection.
Khwaja.
Khwaja.
Good catch for Akshar.
Aksar, yeah. And Shami, yeah.
Shami
Ashwin, he tried to work it. It wasn't the pitch that was doing any demons. He tried to work it. Maybe bad timing, and Renshaw took the catch. So has the pitch actually become slightly more slower and become easier to bat on? Because the amount of spin that Jadeja...
But you all see, it was once again the wickets that the Indians lost towards the end were all on that new ball. And the ball. So yeah, I agree. Maybe you're right. The wicket isn't as bad as we think it is.
No, it's not slower. I think because it's quicker. It was Nagpur that was getting slow. But quicker in the sense it will come on to you. So when it becomes slightly slower, it's when it's tougher.
But I still expect this wicket to deteriorate, especially in the post-lunch session tomorrow.
Can I take a guess right now? I don't know. India is going to be chasing more than 200. That is something that I'm saying now.
Very likely.
It's not going to be a sub 200 total for sure. Whether India chase that or not is another matter, and maybe we'll be able to tell that better once you see how the pitch starts behaving tomorrow, and by the time Australia are all out, so you'll have a better idea. But I have a feeling that it's not going to be anything less than 200 target for India.
It is already going that 2013 Delhi test way. You remember, India had taken a very slender 10-run lead, but Australia collapsed in the third innings and India chased a target of 178. Yes.
Jadeja, I think Jadeja picked 5 wickets. First innings or second innings?
Second innings.
Second innings. Ashwin picked 5 wickets.
5 in the first, yeah.
I'm saying Australia might collapse even now. I don't put it past them. But having said that, I still feel 200 because they're 60 odd now. And the first, assuming the first hour is also going to be good, which I'm just doing the math, it takes them to another 60 odd runs, which is 120. And once then it's a collapse, they'll get 80, even if it's a collapse. So 200 plus is what I'm seeing. So India should mentally be prepared to be chasing 200. If it's anything less than that, then it's a outstanding performance with the ball or some harakiri that Australia commit. But it's 200.
See, because today looking at the scoring rates, also if you have to look at it, the final session was actually the most scoring. And the run rate that they maintained was pretty decent as well, because first session was 67, second session was 91. And wicket taking became difficult as the day progressed in this Delhi wicket. And the third session, you saw the ball was coming on pretty nicely and they could easily negotiate whatever demons were there on the pitch. So is the pitch actually flattening out?
Yeah, possible.
Quite possible.
It is because the scoring rate has increased, and looking at how...
But it will get worse.
It will.
I'm not saying that.
But the scoring rate which has increased is also because of the intent that the batters have shown.
Yeah, correct.
Especially, see, even the Indian batters, the likes of Akshar Patel, when the new ball was about to be taken, if you see that period, that is where the runs came at a quicker rate.
Yes.
Why? Because possibly they were aware that the new ball is due in next few overs and we should get a few runs, because you never know with the new ball. There is always a probability that wickets can fall, but there is another probability, that is you will get a few runs also. You know, those nicks, those edges and all, you can get runs when the ball is hard. So I think that is also to do with the intent of the batters, be it Akshar Patel or the Indian batters, or Travis Head or who's the other batsman? Labuschagne.
Or maybe it's also it's the intent, and I think the intent is propelled by the fact that Australia know where they are at the moment. They know that India will have to chase the game. We've done a good enough job. It was like even Stevens now. Pitch will get worse. India is going to bat. So instead of just us now trying to survive, just play aggressively, whatever we get, because they know beyond 150 dangerous. So best is to reach 150, playing aggressive work, and also they must have realized that because that roller they get that time, so get as many runs now and the first start tomorrow. So if that's what I said, if they get 120 by those 2 hours, which you got 60 already, another 60. After that, okay, tough conditions, you survive, get 80. I'm just do simple math. If I'm Australia, I'm thinking like that. The 2 best hours get 60, that's 120. remaining in bad condition, we'll struggle or whatever we do, we'll get 80, 90 odd. It's 200 plus. And then all over to Rohit Sharma and co. All the best. Go get runs or not or whatever.
Or a pitch that's cracking. Yeah?
And we're talking about the intent of the Australian batters, the way they went for the runs. Yeah, the way they went for the runs. I think when Usman Khwaja got out, they still had 6 overs to play.
Yes.
They could have sent a night watchman in Nathan Lyon maybe. Although Nathan Lyon had a very long day today. Or they could have sent anybody. But they didn't. Labuschagne came out to bat.
Yeah.
6 overs, I believe, had it been any other team, even the English team, the baseball fans who follow baseball cricket, even they sent
a night hawk.
Exactly.
Night hawk.
Night hawk. And I mean, proper in a day-night test match, you're sending a night watchman. And Brendan McCullum called it night hawk. And it almost backfired. Second ball, he top-edged it only for the keeper and Scott Coughlin to just miss it. Oh, it landed right in between.
But if India were to send night watchman, it wouldn't have been,
Ashwin is your number 3, designated
because he's
3.
anyway a good batsman. So there's no harm sending him. He has as much chance of surviving than a regular number 3.
It is very disrespectful to say that India has tailenders in their team.
They have.
But Shami and Siraju can.
Shami is 50-50.
No, he's a tailender.
He's a tailender. He's
whack.
50-50. He can whack, but that's it.
That's it.
Still
like Umesh Yadav.
He's hit out or get out. There's no in between.
He still qualifies as tailender. No?
Yeah, he's qualified.
So we have only 2
tailender.
tailenders in this test team. Shami and Siraj. That's about it. And number 9 batting. Wow.
And number 9 is
Has got 5 centuries.
Number 9 is looking as
your best batter.
No, number 9 was Akshar. Number 8 was Ashwin.
Ashwin, number 9.
Number 9 is your best batsman, the highest run scorer this series so far for India. And it's not just sometimes you're the highest scorer because you've been lucky or whatever. He's clearly been like in control. He's batting like a proper batsman. Doesn't feel like he's being troubled by the pitch. He knows exactly what he wants to do, how he needs to get his run, what are his strengths, what are his weaknesses. And like Nikhil here is pointing out, we've now started taking it for granted, but how can, 2 players who are effectively number 7, 8, even though one is batting at 9, be getting runs and getting it so consistently? It's not a one-off, again I'm saying. Maybe there's a lesson. I don't know whether would right now a top order batsman like a Cheteshwar Pujara or a Virat Kohli or a Shreyas Iyer or Surya, whoever, would they have the courage to go to these guys and say, tell me how your mindset is? No, seriously. Like, what is your mindset playing a spinner?
I think maybe A, they back their skills, and B, there's less pressure on them.
Sure, but they look so assured, is what I'm saying.
Even Ravindra Jadeja, the way he was batting, he also looked very assured.
Can I tell you with Jadeja, there's one thing I see that sometimes when he brings that front foot, I know that he's a candidate for leg before, can happen if he misses that with it. But with Ashwin and Akshar, it's like I don't see a weakness as such. They can get out to some brilliant fielding as it happened or whatever. But I am not seeing any weakness that they are troubled or, Virat looked fantastic today. But that there is an area that he wanted to work on and he's worked on that. With these guys, it just seems like very natural that this is how they play. This is how they've been playing since they were playing first class cricket. They've continued to play like that and we're playing like that. So uncomplicated, so simple. I wonder whether... I don't know if I was...
Ashwin in his test career as a batter hardly looked uncomfortable. When he batted...
Fast bowlers could still sometimes make him uncomfortable. Ashwin. Like a genuine fast bowler, though he even grinds it out there, to his credit. But I'm saying sometimes, for example, which is why I was surprised that Cummins did not come initially only. When you want to get Ashwin, bowl him a few short pitch deliveries, trouble him. I'm saying that's your only chance. But when they got the new ball, I'm saying with when it comes to spinner, Ashwin is not troubled
at all.
He's just... if I was Pujara, I'll be like, anyway,
they're very good friends.
Pujara just now.
Yes.
I'd say, Ashwin, what? Tata? What do you say?
Tata will help Mirgam get his focus back.
I said, come to my room for dinner and let's chat. And
To Cheteshwar Pujara.
why not?
maybe,
KL Rahul or whoever.
I don't know how this series will go for Cheteshwar Pujara, but I know I've said this in the past also. I think maybe a year or a couple of years ago, but you never know. This could actually be the last series for
Maybe WTC final.
Cheteshwar Pujara.
Yeah, could be.
Then,
But what if they-
then you don't. Then maybe he would need a Tata. Maybe Tata is your number 3.
I mean, he acknowledged that.
What about the guys who are waiting
Like
Shubman Gill?
Shubman will open.
So then say that it's the last series for KL Rahul and Cheteshwar. Say that, na then.
No, KL Rahul.
You're making 2 spots, na. Then Shreyas Iyer might say that, hey, I'm good.
I'm
enough.
technically a number 3 or 4 batsman.
That guy, amazing, huh? KL Rahul.
So fielding.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually
Wonderful
he's missing
stuff.
everything.
Janaka Japan पहुंच गया
Not
चीन में.
once, but twice.
Twice it
No,
happened.
twice as in he misfielded.
Well, this one was
at the-
particularly, unfortunately for him, very badly comical. The
No,
ball,
but can I tell you,
It has happened.
sometimes you
Yeah.
lose it in the
the
crowd.
glare. Yeah,
The glare,
of
yeah.
course.
Or the crowd.
Ah.
Yeah.
You just lose, like if the background is the same.
Even the hoardings.
when the sun is setting. And
Hoardings, yeah.
And we know their hoardings are exactly the
The
same.
hoardings are red also, na? You
Yeah.
see those are big ones.
And
No.
also when the sun is coming down,
Yeah.
maybe you're directly looking into the
Yeah.
sun. So at times it becomes
No,
a
I
little
say
difficult
because
to spot the ball.
It's happened to us also when we play
Yeah.
cricket. Sometimes suddenly
The ball just creeps up
position
on you.
or there's a time of the day where the glare is, you just don't know where it's come. It goes
The
so.
funniest part about it is you can hear Jadeja because stump mic sound is so clear. They go, idhar nahi, udhar nahi. And the ball's gone.
Because he was looking the other way.
He's wandered off the other way.
No, because then what happens? You're going on the instinct of the shot. So when
Yeah.
he was like sweeping, so you think, hey, yaar. So he's going there.
This should associate with the Pakistani fielders a lot more. They are the ones. I mean, Shaheen Afridi, remember in that pink ball test, he ran that way, but then the ball
what
was
we were
coming this way.
discussing in that other room. We were discussing the. You'll have to give credit to KL Rahul for that dismissal. Imagine if he would have fielded that delivery, that shot, that would have been a single.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that happened before.
Yeah, it happened
Yes,
to
yes,
Khwaja.
yes.
There was the ball before
Then
Khwaja got dismissed.
Khwaja would have been at the non-striker's end.
Oh.
Wah.
Anyway, Rahul
Wow.
did change the game, man, with that catch of Usman Khwaja in the first innings also.
Yeah, yeah.
That was a good catch.
He's responsible
He's
for this
responsible.
dismissal.
Yeah.
KL,
So much for
KL
your
Rahul,
laws
you have
on
to give
Murphy
credit.
and all that about KL
Murphy's
Rahul.
law?
Murphy's law. Come on.
Not
yeah.
Todd Murphy, huh?
Not third Murphy's, no.
Yeah. No, that happened with Virat Kohli in Nagpur. Murphy's law.
That was his Murphy's. No?
Yes. Whatever could go wrong, unfortunately.
Acha, Joshi Sahab the Great is saying,
Joshi.
get ready to be humiliated at home soil. Do you agree with Joshi Sahab?
Too early.
Too early.
Yeah, even I think.
Too early.
Very negative, yeah, Joshi Sahab. By the way, yesterday I was saying, when we did the post match, I think Rahul wasn't there. When I was saying it's a 50-50 thing, and you got to be careful.
Yeah.
Then a lot of people said you're being very negative.
No, I was there for the
Post, no, this is when we did right after the
The
display.
post match and the dugout.
but dugout also, I think I also felt the same. Both the teams would have been feeling pretty satisfied and safe, but at the same time, they would have been thinking that we could have done a bit better also. India allowed Australia to score maybe 40 runs more.
Yes.
Then
Sorry, what were they showing there? The Khana came, that was gone back. No.
no. He's saying, देखो ना ये क्या हो रहा है मेरे से.
No, that is okay, but there's something that was bought also, like food on a tray.
And he said, oh.
I don't know, that's what I'm trying to.
Maybe he would have
laughing and
said,
chatting
no, go
about
back,
it.
I have to go back. No, he'll have घर का खाना यार.
Of course,
Yeah. After such a long time, he's back in Delhi.
not in Delhi. He's in your neck of the wood.
No, but he is in Delhi right now.
Ha.
If he hasn't
But
left
the
already.
Khana will be in your neck of the wood.
No, he is.
4 years, right? He's coming back to Delhi. 4 years for an international.
For match, yeah, 17, no. For a test
19,
match.
didn't he play the ODI against Australia
Yeah, he
here?
must have.
Yeah.
No, but at that
ODI
time they
तो
were
क्यों
staying.
होता है यूं चले जाते हैं यार आते हैं खेला चलेगा
Yeah.
And they were staying at that time in the hotel in Chanakyapuri. So
Yeah.
he stayed there. But here, because a test match, longer time, you can
Yeah.
spend at home. Plus, I think the distance to come from Shahadra to the ground and Gurgaon to ground would have been same. So they said
It's taking around 25 odd minutes from
Shadra.
that hotel. What is that hotel? Leela Convention.
Yeah.
Yamuna Sports
Yeah,
Complex.
and for Virat also it would take. See,
It won't take 25. 1 hour.
40 minutes.
No.
Like they'll come to the ground at 7:30.
And
At
I'm
7:45.
I'm sure people would be, when he starts from his place in Gurgaon, I'm sure the traffic police and every.
No.
I just wanted to ask you
There's
guys.
no VIP this time.
And he's driving a Porsche. Come on, he's not going
How
to.
do you know? Is it?
Yeah. Every day he's coming in the same car, no? Today also.
You saw it?
Yeah. We parked our car next to him. Next to his.
Wow.
Black.
He's also got a black.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I'll call that a black.
Oh, with Rahul you have to be careful. No? Double check that. Achha, I didn't know which one is kind of.
No, I always want to ask you guys. I mean, supposing this is a
Today he came with a driver.
I was just
Today.
But
For the
usually
practice, I think.
He was driving. Yeah, I think for those.
For the practice, this thing, I think a couple of days before the test match began, he was driving himself.
Yeah, because
And
I
then-
remember there was that videos which went viral. Him pictured in this thing.
car.
Yeah.
And then the first few days also with the driver or just today?
No, today I saw his.
So today only you park next to him or you park day 1, day 2?
Today.
Day 2 today.
Day 2.
So day 1 you can't remember.
Can't remember. It was there only. Although,
What color? Achha, you said black.
But by the time Virat goes back to his car, even he wouldn't realize the color.
Because dust. Nah.
Dust.
Yeah,
So much
yeah,
of
yeah,
dust.
yeah.
Too much.
Black would have turned
It's the
white.
parking, the same parking, na? The one outside the main parking.
Yeah.
That one. Yeah. That,
Managed to get the pass, no? Car pass.
because there is a lot of dust. That's why I wanted to know which parking. So there, yes, you get a. But so is it one of those SUVs or the sporty Porsche?
SUVs.
SUV. Got that.
I think no. Kapil Paji had.
I know
that
which
car.
one you're talking about then, but the ones I've seen, it has a sleek thing. in the front.
Yeah.
I think UZCL also has the same.
Same one. It's a very common
Wow.
SUV.
But number 18, huh?
Obviously.
Yes.
001, right? Yeah.
0018. Yeah, so I just want to ask you guys, see, they have this provision like Virat Kohli can stay at home in Delhi whenever they're playing. Rohit Sharma and all can
You should take
stay.
his driver's interview.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
That one. Yes. What's
Yeah.
it called?
The Cayenne.
The
Cayenne.
You have two,
Yes, this is the
two
one.
of these. No, as in like one is Cayenne and there's one more, no? I remember.
Yeah, but this is exactly the one I was talking about.
Yeah.
Also, yeah.
No, I don't think this is the one. No, not this one. Not
The
this
one.
I
That
doubt-
one, the second one.
Go to images, Naya Anurag. Then we know.
Ah.
Just go to images. Yeah.
Somebody who drives an Alto doesn't know much about these.
Is that the one?
Yeah.
The third one, third row first.
Nice.
See, either it's the first one on first
Ah.
row or the third one in the first.
Yeah, I think third one in the first does also
Yeah.
kind of look. But that's also Cayenne, right? So,
Wait, na, that different version. It's that only.
Yeah.
It's just like different version.
yeah.
अरे यार
two models.
सीधे विराट का वो लालो गाड़ी.
Cayenne it is, yeah.
Exactly.
It's okay. Anyway, poor Siddharth, yaar,
He's been waiting for this
Not
question.
this one though. But this is also Cayenne.
Which one?
It doesn't.
Just do Virat
It's Cayenne
push.
only. There are two versions, so maybe the other one is there.
Now we'll, no?
That's the
That's-
same one we saw, na, yaar, in that image. It's the same one.
It's good.
Same one
Yeah.
I saw. It's not black or is it blue?
Exactly.
It looks like a dark blue. though.
Yeah.
Dark
Yeah.
blue.
It's
yes.
actually
That's
dark
why he
blue.
said, I think.
Dark blue and I think Kapil Dev also had the same color.
And the same car.
Yeah.
Possible.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah. I think it's a dark grey if I'm not mistaken.
And this is not a Cayenne, that's a. It's a Panorama Turbo.
It's
Right.
HR 26 or HR.
Yeah, HR 26.
No, it's HR 10 or something.
Huh.
It's
We will get to know. 10.
10.
10.
10.
10 would be Son, no?
Something like that, yeah.
Ambala. No, Ambala is 1. HR1 is Ambala.
We'll figure that out. That also.
Cars today.
Anyway, Siddharth, sorry, apologies.
No problem. Are players, whenever they go for these local games, say for example Rohit Sharma, if they're playing a test match in Mumbai, are they allowed to go to their own home and the rest of the team stays in the
Are
team
you
hotel?
trying to say that Virat is flouting some rules?
No, not flouting. I
Yeah,
mean,
of course you are.
normally I've heard this in South Africa and the rest of the Sena country, like people who stay, say in Sydney or in Cape Town, the players there, they can go to their own homes, the rest of the
Yes.
team. Okay, logistically, doesn't it complicate a bit of
No. What is that?
same with the same team? You travel and then you go.
You're not practicing, no?
Exactly, that's the difference.
Okay.
But yeah, maybe in the evening, if you
Oh,
want to
there's
have
a
a
team
team meeting.
So you come for the team
You attend
meeting.
the team meeting,
You're
no?
told a day in advance. Now what time is the team? They send a this thing note na, to
No,
your
I'm saying, for example, what if they
emergency team
they
meeting.
want to have
over
a meeting in the evening,
Then
Oh,
they'll
they're
send him a
told.
Zoom
say
link.
at around 8.
You can come.
Then
I
they'll
know there'll
send
be a
them a
lot of
Zoom link.
traffic, but you also travel in traffic, no?
No,
That
but we don't travel at say about 7 or 8 in the
He'll
evening.
have to come then in traffic. That's
Or they'll
the
send him a Zoom
issue.
link.
No Zoom.
No Zoom link anymore.
Zoom
This is
can be recorded and then.
post-COVID. This is all post-COVID. Nothing at that time. So
No, but right now he's not the captain or the vice captain or the
I-
coach.
But he is part of the quote unquote leadership group. So
So well then if it's a team meeting, then
emergency
he'll be
thing, then
there.
of course he'll reach.
He'll be there. Of course.
And it's a practice that is followed in
Everywhere, really.
other
Yeah.
in fact, when you have matches in, for example, Mount Magnoi, that match is happening.
Williamson is from
Are
there.
most of them,
Yeah.
most of them, they stay there only.
Yeah.
Bracewell
So
stays
one-
there. Bolt stays
Yeah.
there.
So they
Bay of
have this,
Plenty area.
carpool
Huh.
and 4-5 cars, and most of the
I
players will.
covered the Zimbabwe tour, India's tour, 2005. That famous
Ganguly Chapel.
Yeah.
So when I saw because there every player stays in Harare only.
Ah.
Yeah.
So when the match was in Harare, the Indian team came by the team bus. The Zimbabwe team came in two pickup trucks. So one of them had, so
He picked up
this
everything.
way, he picked up like two, three of them sitting behind, like you have the Hilux or V-Max, in India.
Yeah.
Same way. 2-3 of them were sitting piche on that, like that.
So they're doing carpooling.
So 7, 8, 9, whatever. they came
This
like
was
that.
van
all car
pooling,
pooling?
not car van pooling.
Thankfully,
They
they
came
didn't.
to the
They
stadium.
didn't come in tuk-tuk.
Not tuk-tuk. There are no tuk-tuks there.
No tuk-tuks in
I know.
Africa, no?
Bangladesh.
Bangladesh. has
Sri Lanka.
tuk-tuks. Sri Lanka has tuk-tuks.
Oh, I remember there was one time, I think Mushraf Mortas was in Bangladesh. He ended up suffering an injury because he was going to training on a rickshaw. The rickshaw had an accident. And I'm like, that's a very weird way to get injured.
Yeah. But actually, I tell you, there's nothing wrong. See, we become so thing obsessed with
Star
car or
culture.
whatever.
Yeah.
So I tell you an example of Romesh Pawar. When he got selected in the Indian team and the team was leaving from Bombay. So in those days, if you remember, channels used to go for departure also.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the team all got to Bombay. Romesh Pawar is a local, so he didn't come from the hotel. He came from his. He actually came in auto. Then some guys realized, Romesh Pawar, go to the auto, relax, chill, no problem.
Pakistan tour.
Also, a few Bombay reporters who knew him, na.
Yeah.
Talking Marathi, so what? I come no auto, or it's closer, it's quicker to reach here. Why should I have this?
So to be fair, in a city like Mumbai, if you're getting a chance, auto, lay low. Traffic there is legendary.
Absolutely. No, cheaper also.
Also. Yeah.
By the way, Venkatesh Prasad is after KL Rahul with all the ammunition that he has.
Cut this on the big screen, Anurag. Let's read the tweet of what he said. Can you cut it?
It's a series of tweets, by the way.
A
Hey,
series.
not-
Not
the
this
first
one,
one.
not this one. Go to Venkatesh Prasad. No,
Yeah, even in the past also.
In the
yeah.
past also.
No,
he's
past
sick.
though we know.
Now
Well,
go down.
let's listen to the latest one.
And the
This
tourist.
one, this one.
We've all seen, no?
No. Let's read all. Na? So, is this the latest one?
Yeah, right from the top.
Yeah. Show this thread करके.
हाँ बस हाँ show this thread को click कर दो just
But he can just keep scrolling down also, that's fine.
yeah
Yeah.
okay so 1 second so let's start have you cut to it no ऊपर ही रहो
ऊपर।
let me
Scroll.
read one by one have you cut to it Anurag Okay, so this is, he's quote-tweeted his own tweet. If you remember, we did a lot of videos on that on Feb 11, where he had spoken about KL Rahul's talent and ability, that he has a lot, but it's time that, with that average of 34 cannot continue. Now, because KL Rahul failed once again, so he's quote-tweeted that, where it says, and the torrid run continues. More to do with rigidity of the management to persist with a player who just hasn't looked the part. No top order batsman in at least the last 20 years of Indian cricket has played these many tests with such a low average. His inclusion is, he continues, deliberately denying talented, his inclusion is deliberately denying talented guys, informed guys, an opportunity to be in the 11. Shikhar had a test average of 40 plus, which is absolutely true. Mayank had an average of 41 plus with 2 double hundreds, also true. Shubman Gill in sublime form. Sarfraz, I mean, you could even add, there were a lot of them who had Murli Vijay and all of them who were given a lesser amount of rope in that sense.
Correct.
And so Shubman Gill in sublime form, Sarfraz never-ending wait. Many domestic performances consistently ignored. His inclusion shakes the belief in justice. S.S. Das had great potential. So did Sadagopan Ramesh. Both averaged 38 plus, but did not get beyond 23 test matches, which is also true. Rahul's consistent inclusion gives an impression of lack of batting talent in India, which isn't true. Last 5 years, his average is below 27 in 47 innings. Does he have more to say on this? Yes. As per me, he is currently not amongst the current 10 best openers in
India.
10. Ooh.
Wow.
So he's saying, so he's saying there are 10 other openers better than KL Rahul in India. Oh, that you could contest. But I know, I understand the sentiment that he's trying to say. But is being given endless chances. Guys like Kuldeep Yadav put in man of the match performances and next game are dropped with theories like horses for courses. In any course, KL is not a horse. Sad.
So he goes for Trump at the end with the sad. Sad.
Go down.
No, that's it.
Those are just replies. Those are just replies.
Yes.
So go up.
Anyways, no.
So yes, those are the series of tweets. So thoughts, gentlemen, one by one. All of us will share thoughts on KL Rahul after Venkatesh.
Nothing more to add.
Yeah, same. That's what I was going to say.
No, but say it.
I mean, okay. I mean, see, he's not wrong. Although I'll debate or contest the top 10 openers, I can't think of that many. That's a bit hyperbolic. But otherwise,
he's not denying though. He's saying I am ready to debate. Maybe you might lose that debate.
You can find 10 openers. Name those 10 openers.
Name 10 openers in India. Rohit, Shubman,
you have
Mayank.
Abhimanyu Ishwaran, you have Mayank Agarwal, you have Priyank Panchal, you have
Priyank Panchal.
Yeah.
Faiz Fazal also then. Faiz Fazal also. He's also an opener.
Fazal, it could be a...
Still
Faiz Fazal.
And who else? He also mentioned a few names, no?
No. He was talking about Sarfraz and all that.
Sarfraz is middle order.
Sadagopan.
You want to say Prithvi Shaw? You can. I mean, exactly.
So that's it. Okay, anyway, that's not the point.
But beyond that, I can't really find much fault with this argument.
Mr. Rahul.
As I said, nothing more to
In the words of MS.
Yeah, and we've been talking on the same lines for a few months now. And unfortunately, what is happening with the Indian team management and selectors is that there'll be a phase when he'll not be scoring runs. Then suddenly, one fine innings, he'll get runs, and everybody will say, "This is the true potential. This is the reason why we persist with him."
Once he gets runs, this will happen.
Yes.
That's going to happen soon. No, IPL is coming.
Good point.
Yeah, IPL giant, whatever said and done, 500 plus runs, strike rate of 140, it'll come.
No, white ball, I think he'll still play because now you're using him as a wicket keeper at number 5 position.
ODIs.
White
ODIs.
ODIs, yeah. Now, because now you're going to be focusing. But Test cricket, yes, that's a valid point.
These tweets will be crystallized. I mean, it will be proven true maybe after a failure in the next innings.
So you're waiting for that.
Wait for the one more innings. That's
what if he gets, since 2017, if you go back to that tweet.
He's 5 years.
Can you go to Venkatesh Prasad's timeline? And, of late, Venkatesh Prasad has been very straightforward. Okay, now this is the quote tweet.
Yeah.
So KL Rahul in Test cricket since 2017, by the way. Huh?
Yeah.
November 2017, he's played 47 Test innings, runs 1203, 1203. Average is 26. That's pathetic. It's pathetic.
For an opener.
Yeah.
I mean, just so we're clear, and I always will go back to this. Shiv Sundar Das, now a selector, was averaging more than KL Rahul when he got dropped.
Yeah.
So
he should clearly know
he would know.
what should be the cutoff.
Who was the coach? Kapil Dev or Madan Lal?
No. When Shiv Sundar was there, I think that was even the John Wright era. When
No. It was Kapil Dev.
Kapil Dev?
Kapil Dev.
could be.
99 to 2001.
No, he's
That
played
era,
under John
Bob
Wright,
Simpson had come. Whatever.
Shiv Sundar Das.
See,
No,
John, I remember
1999.
Shiv was playing in that West Indies series in 2001.
Two.
So by that point, John Wright was the coach.
No, but before that,
It was Kapil Dev, then it was John Wright.
Yes.
I think prior to Kapil Dev was Madan Lal.
Yeah, Madan Lal for a
98
break.
was Madan Lal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
then
what
Kapil Dev on an interim basis, and then
What I meant to say was Shiv Sundar Das never had a coach like Rahul Dravid.
Exactly.
Didn't back him, you mean to say. So coming back to
Shiv Sundar Das. And
Venkatesh, we were ending, and
Yeah.
then Venkatesh
Then we
Prasad.
Venkatesh Prasad wants Shiv Sundar Das to relinquish
No, actually, you know what? Let's leave it for dugout.
Dugout.
Let's leave it for dugout.
good idea.
and become the opener for
We have
Indian
to do
team.
that dugout now. We have to record.
Okay, chalo.
Yeah.
Come.
See you guys.
See you guys.
Around
Tata.
6:15.
Yep. Vanakkam.
Vanakkam.